Hey Vault Hunters, and welcome back to another Borderlands 3 video. If you clicked on this video, you want to do as much DPS with Moze as possible. I'm not just talking about her grenades. No, I am talking about making a build where, it's not exactly the B shield, but it's pretty damn close. With this build, as far as mobbing and killing bosses, depending on the grenade is different depending on the boss you are fighting, but for the most part, you can just pump out and get that 120% weapon damage. This isn't a glitch, guys. Like, this is just a build. I don't do glitches, but I do hope you guys enjoy the video. I hope you guys enjoy the background, and I really hope you guys enjoy this class. I'm having a lot of fun with it, and it's not even perfect. Like, I'm still missing like a good roll on my artifact, and maybe a little bit better roll on my legendary mod in general, or class mod in general. But for the most part, and an anointed shield, but you know. Okay, so let's first go over the skills and how I would spec it as far as leveling up from the 1-250 if you are going to run this build. And I didn't really notice a huge difference until after I got the class mod, obviously, and definitely the legendary grenades. Like I said, if you guys want a better level skill trees, obviously go the green tree and the red tree. I do have a video posted about that. It has a very high amount of DPS and survivability, mostly because you just kill everything so fast. So go check that out if you guys want. But this build is more for end game. But if you guys just want to try it out for early game, be my guest. But starting things off, let's start off with the red tree, and I would definitely put 5 points into armored infantry right off the bat. It gives you increased gun damage and damage reduction. You can't beat it. From there, I would definitely put all 3 points into thin red line. Sorry, I forgot I had a class mod on there. From there, definitely put 4 points into flat off ingenuity, just to give you more survivability and just makes you just more tanky in general. From there, I'd put points into drowning brass until you unlock desperate measure. Desperate measure is one of my favorite perks. Honestly, it just gives a bunch of DPS, up to 83% gun damage. Like, that is nuts. From one skill, yeah, you get no health, but guess what? You're a fucking tank. It's really nice. And then from there, just go back up to drowning brass and finish it off with 5 more points. So, honestly, and as far as the mech is concerned, Iron Bear, I wouldn't really touch it. I don't really care for it. And if you guys want to mess around with it, I'll show you guys what I do, which will be in the later on in the blue tree. And then from here, you want to actually put 5 points in the green tree. We want to put 5 points into Cloud of Lead, just to give you more incendiary damage for every 4 shots. It does not consume ammo, which is overall pretty good depending on what gun you're running. Like if a rocket launcher or something, this will help a lot. And then Stoke of Embers, you want to put 3 points into here just to get you that huge amount of increased incendiary damage. Now, like this, if you have a Fire Lyuda, you're going to kill pretty much anything with just a red bar as far as bosses go. But yeah, that's all I touch in this green tree. The rest is all in the blue. Obviously, you want to put 5 points into Fire of Skag Den, just to give you more bonus incendiary damage whenever you deal splash damage. Means of Destruction, put 3 points in there, mostly because of the grenade chance. And just from the beginning of the video, you guys see that I don't run out of grenades. Like, I don't even I don't even put points into why can't I carry all these grenades. I don't do that. You don't need it. I don't even go to the last because I seriously don't die with this build, and I'm not exaggerating. So from here, you just want to put 2 points into Torcross Tor Cross Promotion. Sorry. And then pull the Holy Pin. Obviously 3 points. Get that 30% critical hit chance with grenades. And then from there you actually are going to need 2 more points. So I just put it in Tor Cross Promotion. Just to give you that extra little splash damage radius. And then from here you want to put all your 5 points into Vampire. Vampire. I'm just gonna say Vampire. This is what actually gives you your huge amount of survivability, and this was what's going to make it so that your gun basically acts like the B shield, or your shield acts like the B shield. So you do a huge amount of increase gun damage. I'll get to that here in a sec as well. But yeah, you just want to put 5 points into here. And then as far as your mech goes, I just go Vanquisher Rocket Pod, and I just put 2 in there. I usually just go the Hammered Down Protocol just for the radiation damage if I do jump in it, and I might manage to get like 1 or 2 shots off. That's how bad this mech is in general. Bring back the left-handed guns. But I'm going to be going over why this build is so overpowered. And I see that a lot of people are running like a very overpowered rocket or a very overpowered shotgun. But, like, why aren't you running improved rerouter? Like, you seriously have, going through any slaughterhouse, you seriously have I actually almost got up to 100k in one slaughterhouse. You have so much shield, and you're doing so much DPS, and you're regaining so much shield from your grenades hitting enemies with Vampire. I mean, yeah, your shield drains, 50%, but you deal an extra 120% bonus damage, and it returns as health. Now, this I got confused with. I thought maybe, okay, with this class mod, if Moze would heal, she gains shield. Instead, if she would regenerate health, she also gains shield regeneration. At first, I thought, okay, with the shield, if I were to maybe shoot like let's say my hostile crossroad at an enemy, on a red bar with this build, I usually hit for about 12k, and that's 4 shots. 4 times 12, 48k, and then another 120%, and that's not even counting crit. It's an insane amount of DPS, but sadly, when the amp damage is returned as health, it actually does not affect you, because I don't even know why. I think they put it in the game so it wouldn't be the B shield for Moze, but it practically is. For some reason, the health effect doesn't actually heal your shield at all, which is kind of disappointing. But for the most part, this build, you can for the most part always have this up and running fairly easily. So like if you want to run like a good rocket launcher, this is the only rocket launcher I have right now, sadly. But for the most part, I just run the double penetrating, gratifying raisins thorns. It's pretty good overall. It kind of reminds me of the Unkept Herald, but with corrosive and fire. It's kind of why I'm using it. It's pretty fun. But yeah, this is where I'm getting my most DPS, the most survivability. But I will definitely get more DPS if I get a grenade that spawns 6 Smurf grenades instead of 3, which they are out there. They're just really hard to get. And then Ice Spiker Deathless. Deathless is an artifact, and obviously I have the best perk as far as the shield goes, but I need to get the one that makes it so you get like 180% extra elemental damage when you take that damage. So like with double penetrating, gratifying raisin thorns, it's a long name. You get basically increased fire incendiary damage for so long. So that on top of the rerouter shield on top, just so much DPS, guys, in this build. Yeah, I mean, if you want, I've seen people running the rocket launcher, and I don't know why they're not using it, because you're getting 100% bonus damage every time you shoot the Hive rocket launcher out. Try this out, guys. If you guys don't have a Moze, I highly recommend it, just like I recommended Salvador and Borderlands 2 to all my friends. This has been a pretty cool. I've enjoyed it. I'm going to farm a little bit to maybe try to get a better artifact and some better grenades. I hope you guys did enjoy the video, and if you did, as always, please like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you, and goodbye.